What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders for DraftKings on Friday, January 8th. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you can get updates to these sim results as we get closer to lock. And finally, let me know in the comments section, who are your favorite options on DraftKings for tonight's slate? We're kicking off the bottom of my top 10 with OG Anunoby, Bradley Beal, Draymond Green, Jason Tatum, and Marcus Smart. Who will be the top 5 plays, the favorites for Friday's slate? It is time to find out. All right, first up, coming in number 5, it's Paul George, shooting guard eligibility, 9,100. I've got him projected for 47 fantasy points. You're looking for 54. I think he hits that goal 25% of the time. He ends up in the optimal 15% of the time. Big minutes, giving him 36 minutes, 31% usage, 26, 7, and 5 as a baseline projection. And he's taken on the Golden State Warriors, the fastest team in the league. The Clippers gained 6 additional possessions just by taking on the Warriors. Warriors defense, not all that great to begin with either. Fantastic spot for the LA Clippers. I love getting to George. 9,100, not a problematic price tag at all, given the usage and given the pace up spot. All right, making a little bit of an assumption here. Number 4, Raul Neto. I'm expecting Russell Westbrook to be out today. They are on the front end of a back-to-back. He dislocated a finger. This seems like the perfect opportunity to get a little bit of extra rest, one additional day, and then come back and play on the second side of the back-to-back. If not, you guys will see the sim updates later today, and Raul Neto will be out of there. But for now, point guard, shooting guard eligibility, 3,900, projected for 25.5 fantasy points. You're looking for 35 in a GPP. He's not going to do that all that frequently, 7%, but his savings opens up other guys that hit their ceiling a lot. 23% chance that Neto is in the optimal lineup. I gave him 28 minutes, close to average usage at roughly 0.9 fantasy points per minute. It's not a full stat line, and the spot is kind of tough against Boston. However, the Celtics are ultra short-handed. They're going to be playing a lot of young-ish guys if those guys have to be out. So a lot of like Aaron Naismith, Peyton Pritchard. Who else am I missing? Tremont Waters. Neto should be fine in that scenario. It's going to get a steady diet of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. But for Neto, at this price tag, you're not going to find many options that are better from a value perspective. Alrighty, number 3, Cole Anthony. 5K, point guard, shooting guard eligibility, projected for 31 fantasy points with a goal of 39. He hits that goal 15% of the time. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. 31 minutes, 23% usage, 13, 6, and 6 baseline projection, and he should be the new starting point guard for the Orlando Magic now that Markelle Fultz is out with a torn ACL. I expect him to soak up a ton of playing time. This is going to be quite the learning experience for Anthony, but at 5K, I think he looks like a really nice play. He's taking on Houston, not a matchup I'm all that worried about defensively. It's a neutral-ish pace-up or pace matchup, not a pace-up spot, neutral-ish. They gain 1 possession, nothing too crazy. Cole Anthony's been a 0.94 fantasy point per minute guy so far this season. I think that ticks up just a little bit in the starting role, but for now, Cole Anthony looks great. Whether you're going stars and scrubs or balanced, 5K works. Yeah. Number 2, oddly enough here, Caris LeVert, point guard, small forward eligibility. That's incredible on DraftKings, 7,400, so the price is a little higher. Projected for 46, the goal is 48. He hits the goal 43% of the time. He's in the optimal 34% of the time. 33 minutes, 36% usage. He dominated yesterday, and you guys know he dominates when all of these guys are out. No Dinwiddie, no Durant. Kyrie Irving took his ball and went home. Taking on Memphis, slight pace up spot, but normally, LeVert is like a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy. When those guys are off the floor, he's more like a 1.35, 1.4 guy. He's going to dominate this game, or at least he should. And you can use him at point guard, small forward, guard forward, or utility. Possibilities are endless. The ownership is going to be massive. Lock Caris LeVert in cash games. Play a bunch of him in GPPs. He looks fantastic. Now, before we get to number 1, one last reminder, hit that thumbs up. Helps me out a ton. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. You do not want to miss my sim updates as we get closer to lock. And my number 1 contender, just edging out Caris LeVert, power forward and center eligibility on Daniel Theis, 4,300, 31 fantasy point projection, 37 point GPP goal. Hits the goal 18% of the time. He's in the optimal 35% of the time. I'm expecting monstrous minutes. There's some questions about the ability for the Celtics to field a real team today. Questionable. Robert Williams, Grant Williams, Tristan Thompson. I'm missing another person, but they are all in some little COVID bubble right now, and it's looking like they're going to be out. If that's the case, I think Theis has to play a ton. They can't run Taco Fall out there very long, or at least I don't expect them to, or he'll get annihilated in the NBA. So big minutes for Theis, as much as he can handle, and at 4,300, you're just not going to find that kind of point per dollar option. Massive pace up spot as well for the Celtics taking on the Wizards. They gain 5 additional possessions. Theis is about a 1 fantasy point per minute guy, and if he's playing 32 minutes, you kind of have to have him. Both he and LeVert are core options for me. The power forward eligibility is massive for Theis. That still allows you to unlock some additional centers. So Daniel Theis, the #1 contender on DraftKings for today. Alrighty, guys, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders for Friday, January 8th. Now, I'm not on Live Before Lock tonight, but I am on the strategy show, so check that out. But keep your eyes peeled for my updates. No contenders over the weekend, so I will be back Monday morning with another edition of the Contenders. Good luck tonight, guys. Have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday morning.